that I believe that there is an internal feedback system between ourselves and the Supreme.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
which it feeds in spiritual
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Actually, we don't necessarily need
Yeah.
anyone else
Yeah.
to give us that feedback.
Okay.
Internally, we're receiving it.
Okay.
It's a real experience.
Right.
People talk about seeing or knowing God, but actually,
Yeah.
inside on the spiritual path, you get that feedback.
So how does that work for you personally? I mean, how does that work in practice? I mean, teach me how that works, can you? Is it something personal?
I think that everyone has an internal kind of system and an internal connection. I think that we can work on kind of becoming more in tune with it and more communicative with it, and you know, in a way that some people only experience, you know, like the conscience. Like I do something wrong, I think, oh God, I shouldn't have done that. Or maybe, you know, we kind of have this inner voice which says, no, that wasn't a good idea. You know, or sometimes we have it doing it, you know, encourage it. Oh, this is an opportunity to do something nice. Do it. You know, and.
So you're talking about feedback after the event?
No, I'm just talking about that's an initial feedback. But
Okay.
I think that when you are kind of in tune with that kind of spiritual input internally, then you actually find a lot of, you know, moment by moment, daily kind of feedback, which actually kind of bolsters you and actually helps you kind of feel, you know, I'm on the right path, and you know, these are things I can work on, and these are things I should correct. But actually, I'm getting the encouragement. I'm, you know, when I do something right, I'm feeling the benefit. I don't need the external world to recognize, because internally I'm getting that confirmation.
You use the word feeling.
Yes.
No, I mention this only because, I mean, I've been doing some, I suppose you might call it research recently on the sort of this concept of creating our own reality and how we bring about, you know, what we bring about in the world. And a lot of stuff has been written recently on the element of feeling and how the part that feeling plays in all of this. And interestingly, some stuff which dates back to the 1950s, you know, which I found recently, which I was very surprised to come across. But, you know, they say there's nothing new in the world, or maybe there isn't. But, you know, it always seemed to be, if you watch films like The Secret and you know, Law of Attraction says thinking makes it happen, you know, we create what we think about. But there seems to be, there's more than that. It's not just thinking, it's actually having that feeling, creating that energy, that emotion of actually having, you know, what it is that you want to create almost.
Yes, I mean, I think limitation of words. Thinking kind of seems very cerebral, you know, mental. Whereas feeling, and sometimes, you know, feeling goes the opposite direction, you know, it's too emotional. But there's just this type of sensing. That's probably a better word. That I think is what you're talking about.
That's what I'm talking about,
You kind of know it, but not quite sure how you know it.
But it's also, it is like a sensation. It's not like, as you say, it's not a cerebral thing. It's not a, you know, a thought comes into your head. It is something that is more bodily, an energy sensation. I mean, thoughts are energy as well. But, you know, this is a different kind of energy. Do you know what I'm saying?
And it's a sensing in that I think I often feel it as something that has affected, you know, me internally, you know, I kind of feeling, you know, use the word, or my sense of joy, or kind of, but it hasn't, that sense hasn't come through any of the senses. It's not because something I've heard, seen, touched, or anything. It's, you know, there's something in my experience that's happening that is not dependent on the senses.
Okay, so that's like an inner knowing, like a sixth sense.
It's an inner knowing and an inner emotion. It's an inner emotion that's not dependent on the external stimulus.
It's a knowing that itself is an energy which carries, you know, because emotion, energy and motion, right? So, I see that entirely. Yeah, that's a great way of putting it.